I'm quickly going to go over the vocabulary over here with the examples and then finish the rest of the notes. The definition, it says involves numbers, symbols, operator grouped together, and does not have an equal sign. Does not have an equal sign. Involves numbers, so 3 symbols, x. Well, that's fine. And does not have an equal sign. So this is called expression. A mathematical statement with an equal sign. That's equation. Equation always have an equal sign. So 4x plus 20 equals 3x minus 9. That's an equation because it has an equal sign. Expression does not have an equal sign. A letter that represents a value we attempt to find unknown, x, y, a, b, so on. It's called variable. A number used to multiply a variable. A number used to multiply a variable. A variable with no number in front. There is no number in front. It has to be a 1. That's called invisible one. This number basically is called coefficient. Coefficient. Either a number, single number, or a variable, or numbers and variables. They are multiplied together. They're separated by operations plus, minus, or parentheses. So it has parentheses. It is an expression, but I don't actually exactly know. It doesn't have an equal sign, so I would say it's an expression, and we are able to distribute it. So we already did combining like terms in the classroom. We did distributive property as well. I'm just gonna remind you with the minus. Never forget the minus when you're multiplying the outside with the inside. Make sure you take care of that minus sign first, and always put the invisible one. So -5 multiplied by positive 1y. Negative, positive is a negative. 5 times 1 is a 1. 5 times 1 is a 5, and then it's a 5y. This number multiplies with the second term. Minus is a plus. So first thing, always pay attention to the negatives. And then number multiplied by number. 5 times 3 is 15. There's no variable, so you're done. This is the answer. We also did this bottom part in the class, so you should have finished these questions as well. If you notice on the top, I'm going to help you with 2 problems, and then you can actually finish the 2 on your own, and I will check it. First thing you notice over here, you have a set of parentheses. Whenever you have a set of parentheses, you have to use or apply the distributive property, which is multiply the outside with everything inside. So if you notice, you have 2 set of parentheses. You don't have 1, it's 2. This is one set, and this is the other set. So you actually are going to multiply both of them separately, one by one, and after that we are going to combine the terms and then simplify. So first, let's multiply this side. You have a negative and a positive, so there goes the negative. Make the loop. 2 times x is 2x. Now I'm going to multiply the -2 by the second term over here. Minus plus is a minus. Minus is powerful. 2 times 3 is 6. I multiplied these 2. I'm done here. So no more multiplication with -2. Move on to the other side. At this time you're multiplying by a positive 5. So positive 5 multiplied by x is positive 5x. And you multiply over here, positive 5 minus 2. Plus minus is a minus. And 5 times 2 is a 10. So I distributed. This step is distribution. After distribution, you totally can see, read it in your head. Negative 2x minus 6 plus 5x minus 10. It's an expression with multiple terms. But those terms are similar to each other, so you are going to combine. So the next step is combine the like terms. So negative 2x and positive 5x are alike each other. I'm going to put them together. And minus 6 minus 10 are like each other. I'm going to put them together. So I have combined them. Now I'm going to simplify, and that would be my answer. Negative, positive, different sign, you subtract the number. So I'm going to subtract 5 minus 2 is a 3x. Keep the sign of the greater number. Plus is greater, so leave it there. Same sign, negative 6 minus 10. Same sign, you add the numbers. So 10 plus 6 is 16. Keep the sign of the greater number, it's a minus. So 3x minus 16 is your answer. So pretty much the same thing, just difference is you are distributing twice, and then you combine, and then you simplify. Once you do example number 11, go ahead, do number 12 on your own, and I'll check it. Number 3. Now, according to your PEMDAS, what do you think, which operation should be done first? Subtraction or parentheses? PEMDAS. Parentheses should be done first, and then you actually do the subtraction. So you are not going to do 2 minus 5 as negative 3. That's wrong. You are not subtracting first. You have to get rid of those parentheses first. So in order to do that, you have to distribute first. So the first step over here is distribution. It is not subtraction. That is wrong, PEMDAS. So you are going to distribute. You don't need the 2 over here, so you don't have to really see. Ignore the 2 that it's even there. You have a minus 5 to multiply. Copy the 2 down because you need it. So copy the 2 down, and then you do the distribution. Minus 5 times 3x. So negative, positive, you have a minus that you keep. 5 times 3 is 15, and then x. So negative 5 times 3x is negative 15x. I have another number to multiply, so don't ignore. Minus 5 times minus 2. Minus 5 minus 2. Minus minus is a plus. 5 times 2, 10. And I have done the distribution. So this is the distribution. Next, I have to combine because I have 3 terms. 2 of them are similar to each other. In this case, it's number. 2 plus 10 minus 15x. This is the like terms that I've combined. 2 plus 10 is a 12 minus 15x just copies down. This step was simplify. And this is my answer. You should be able to do number 14 on your own at this point. So we did one-step equation on Friday. Now we are going to work on two-step equations, which means you have 2 steps before you have the answer. Before we actually start the process, let's see what is the difference between evaluating and solving. So solving is easy because we already did on Friday. Solving means find x or find any other variable. Evaluating means find the value when we know the variable. So I definitely know what x is. I'm going to use the x. So evaluating means find value. So evaluating, find value. This is where the value is coming from. When you're evaluating, let's see what you're doing. It says 3x minus 4 when x equals 5. So this one already told you that x equals 5. So I already know what is x. I have an expression, 3x minus 4. I already know x is 5. So what you do is you use the method which is called substitution, or you plug in the other word. Substitution or plug in. This is what the process is, substitution or plug in. And the trick is to always get it correct, especially when you have negatives. The plug in or substitution must be inside parentheses. So use parentheses to plug in. So use parentheses to plug in. I'm going to show you how. I have value of x. That means I know what that x is. I'm going to put a parentheses over here for the x and then copy everything else down. So basically this x is here. So let's just do that. Now I already know what is x. What is x? 5. Now this is also multiplication or distribution. 3 times 5. 15 minus 4. 15 minus 4 is 11. This is my answer. So this is evaluating when I actually plug in the x and I solve. I plug in the x and then I actually have the value. So when x is 5, the value of 3x minus 4 is 11. So that's evaluating. In solving, what you do is I have to find the value of the x. So first thing, make the T or the train track, draw the line on the equal sign, and don't draw all the way over here. So just make a smaller one first. I have 3x minus 4 equals 11. Solve for x. That means find x. So if I have to find the x, first step is hide the x so you can see what you have. You have a minus 4. So again, remember, we do opposite operation when we are finding something. So we do opposite operation. Opposite of minus 4 is plus 4. Remember, it's the balanced beam. Whatever you do on the left, you have to do it on the right. So plus 4 on both hand sides. Bring the 3x down. It's a 3x, not just the x. So bring it down. Negative 4 plus 4. Negative 4 plus 4 is a 0. Cross it out. Equal sign. 11 plus 4 is 15. So 3 times x equals 15. 3 times x means you divide by 3 on both sides. 3 divided by 3 is a 1. We never write invisible 1. 15 divided by 3 is 5. And this is my value of x. So this is how you do two-step equation. This was step 1 when I added the 4. And this was step number 2 when I divided this by 3. So step 1, step 2. That's why they're called two-step equations. You should be able to do example number 23 on your own and example number 24 on your own. I will help you with example number 25. So you will be able to do 26 on your own. And whenever you do 25, right away do the 26 so I can check. And then I will help you with 27 so you can do 28. For these, I think we will need the calculator for the multiplication. And I will use the calculator so that you know how to use it. All right, let's work on number 25. Number 25, I have to solve for x. I have to find x. Draw the line. Hide the x term so you can actually see what you have. You have a minus 5, and the opposite is plus 5 on both sides. Minus 5 plus 5 is a 0. Cancel it out. Negative 3 plus 2, different sign, you subtract the numbers. So 5 minus 3 is a 2. Keep the sign of the greater number plus, so leave it there. Copy the x over 4. This part you actually did a similar question on Friday. X over 4 or x divide by 4. I multiply by 4 on both hand sides. I'm left with x equals 2 times 4 is 8. Simple as that. So two-step equations are also easy. The difference is you have 2 steps now, not just one. You have 2 steps, and that's it. Example number 27. There are multiple ways to do example number 27, but I'm gonna use the distribution method because you are used to distribution and I want you to continue using distribution. So the first thing you do is you have a set of parentheses, so you can't really do anything over here. You have to get rid of the parentheses. So step number 1 over here would be distribution. So you have to do the distribution. There's no way that you can do something else over here. So I have to multiply 1.25 times 8x. So I'm just gonna use a calculator to see the number. 1.25 multiplied by 8x is 10x. I put it down underneath. And I still have to multiply the negative 5 by 1.25. So 1.25 multiplied by 5 is 6.25. And then there's a plus and a minus. It should be minus. So it is minus 6.25. There's no distribution on this side. So all I have to do is copy this thing down. Again, if you notice, it is 2-step equation, and I'm going to repeat the process. Draw the line, hide the x. It is a minus 6.25, so 6.25. So I'll do the opposite, which is plus 6.25 on both hand sides. Keep it hiding so you don't get confused. That might help you. Negative 6.25 plus 6.25 is a 0. Cross it out. And 13.25 and 6.25, I believe, is 20. Now you had that 10x, bring it down. You can write here in this point. 10x equals 20. 10 times x equals 20. I already know x is 2, but you can show the middle step. You divide by 10 on both sides. So x is equals to 2. So I have the value of the x, which is 2. You should be able to do number 28 at this point on your own. And then once we do this part, I'm gonna have you solve these two. And if you notice, this is 8th grade STAR test. So technically, you did this stuff in your 8th grade math. This one is little different than 1-step or 2-step because if you notice, we have variables, the x on both sides. We have variable on both sides. So there's a process. I can't have variables on both sides because if you remember, or if you have ever noticed, your answer is x equals a number. So variable is on one side. You never have x equal x and something. No. Variable is on one side, which is basically this left side. A number is on the right side. So what I'm trying to say over here is we follow a process that makes your life easy, which is, well, you are going to draw the line because I have an equal sign over here. And then what we are going to do is in step number 1, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring variable to left. If I have a variable on left, I will bring the variable to left side of equal by doing the opposite operation. Of course, when you go left to right, it's opposite operation. And second step will be bring the number or constant. So bring constant. Constant are just the numbers. Bring constant to right side. Again, your clue is this. It's your answer should look like x equal the number. So this helps you that, oh, the variable is on the left and the number is on the right. This is left and this is right. Step number 1, bring a variable to the left. Your equation is 5x plus 1 equal 3x plus 5. The variable over here is 3x. So my job is to move the 3x from here and put under x over here by doing opposite operation. There is no operation in front, so it is a plus. So the opposite is minus. So I'm going to do minus 3x here. That's why we have to stay organized. And negative 3x under the x. Put it down over here. Minus 3x. We are going to solve this step by step. So just follow the step and try to stay organized and try to write small, otherwise you're not going to have room. Don't worry about the 1 and the 5. Don't worry about it at this point. Just simplify what you have. So step number 1, I'm done with the moving part. So look over here. You have a 5x minus 3x. $5 take away $3 is $2. So you're left with 2x. So I simplified this part. There's no plus and minus over here, so I'm just going to bring this thing down. Equal sign. 3x minus 3x is a 0. So it is gone. The whole reason was I need that 3x gone from here. It's gone from here. Bring the positive 5 down. I'm just going to put over here. Positive 5, you never write positive 5, it's just 5. I'm done. You're aware of this step. You have done two-step equation. This is what it is. So bring constant to the right. The constant over here, the normal number is 2x plus 1 equals 5. It needs to be minus 1, the opposite operation. So plus 1 minus 1. 1 is a number, it goes under the number which is 5. Bring down this 2x because it is still in picture. Plus 1 minus 1 is a 0. Cross it out. Bring the equal sign. And then 5 minus 1 is 4. This is old. You already know this thing. The only new thing was moving the variable over here. So 2x equals 4. You already know this is 2 times x. So you divide by 2 on both hand sides. So 2 cancels 2. You're left with x. And 4 divided by 2, or this is division. 4 divided by 2 is 2 whole. So this is your answer. X over 2. Example number 30 is very much similar to example number 21. So you should be able to do number 30 on your own at this point. So go ahead, do number 30. Pause the video, do number 30. I'm going to show 31 over here. So first thing, I'm going to draw a line. And then step number 1, bring variable to the left. So my variable over here is negative 3x. I have to put it over here onto the left side by doing opposite. So this is minus 3x. Opposite is plus 3x. Plus 3x here, whatever you remember, balance beam, whatever you do on the left, you have to do it on the right. Over here, it's a 3x. X goes under x. So plus 3x is over here. Draw the line. 7x plus 3x is 10x. There's nothing under negative 4, so bring it down. Equal sign. Negative 3x plus 3x is a 0. Cross it out. And 4, bring it down just like that. Next step, you need the x. So this, do the opposite, which is plus 4 here, plus 4 here. Draw the line. Bring the 10x down. Negative 4 plus 4 is 0. Cross it out. Equal sign. 4 plus 4 is 8. 10 times x equals 8. Divide by 10 on both sides. X is equals to 8. 8 divided by 10 is 0.8. And I'm just going to write as a fraction. Sorry, decimal. Or I can simplify as a fraction, which is 4/5. You should be able to do number 32 on your own. It is similar to number 31. The others are same as well. It's just, you got to remember the process. We have to find the value of the x, so there should be only one x, not more than that. First step, draw the line. Move the variable to the left-hand side. Variable is 3x, opposite is minus 3x. Now pay attention. It is 6 minus 2x equals 3x minus 14. So negative 3x goes under the x term, not the 6. 6 doesn't have an x. You can't combine. It's just like combining like terms. You combine or you put the same terms together. So it is negative 3x. It goes over here, negative 3x, under the negative 2x. Draw the line. Bring the 6 down. Negative 2x, negative 3x is negative 5x. You remember, same sign, you add the numbers. So 3 plus 2 is a 5. Keep the sign of the greater number, which is minus. Equal 3x minus 3x is a 0. And then you bring the negative 14 down over here. I still don't have the value of the x because I hide the x term. I have a 6 over here, or you can put a plus because there's nothing. It is a plus. Opposite will be minus 6. 6 minus 6 is a 0. Cross it out. Lift your finger. You saw minus 5x equals. And again, solve this part. Same sign. You add the numbers. 14 plus 6 is 20. Keep the sign of the greater number, minus. Then divide by this number over here, which is negative 5. Divide by negative 5 on both sides. X equals 2 negatives, make a positive. So this is a plus. 20 divided by 5 is a 4. You should be able to do number 34 on your own, and the bottom 2 questions on your own as well. It's the same thing, the same process, the same procedure. So it's not something very difficult or different.